In part one, today we're going to talk about Combat Sports Pro.
Live this weekend.
Sunday.
Sunday. Exactly. Feast or Famine, Royal 4, Carlito, Tessa, Bullet Bob.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be exciting.
Plus, we're going to talk about what else? We're going to talk about
Pro Wrestling Syndicate's big end-of-the-year event. And, of course, as always, the RF video segment of the week. You do not want to miss this.
So come back in a few seconds for a great part one. Welcome to Top Rope Reality, right here on YouTube for episode 39, part 1, everybody's favorite part, the INDY news segment.
There's even a cat named after this.
Yes.
It's insane.
In the membrane.
Exactly. Insane.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will. Combat Sports Pro this Sunday.
Sunday, December 14th, live at 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Bell time. Ding, ding, ding. Doors open at 2.
So get there. RB Square. Match is already announced. Championship match. The Combat Sports Pro Championship. Suicidal Soldier taking on Cameron Cade.
Now, it's going to be a good match, and a Soldier is going to have to watch himself, or his first defense could be his last title defense.
Yes, and Lucha Lacora may be lurking in the background during the match.
Now, wouldn't that be justice for Lucha to call Soldier his championship match and his title?
Insane.
And speaking of Lucha, get my tongue right here.
That's right.
He's in a Feast or Famine triple threat match.
Three-way dance.
Sky Rays, Lucha Lacora, and Carlito.
Carlito, big capital letters, Carlito.
Because he spits in the face of people who aren't cool.
That's right. So hopefully he won't come around us.
Yes, we'll stay away from Carlito. So in that match, the stipulation is, in that match, if you get the pin, then you go in last in the big battle royal.
Yes, you go in number 20, but if you get pinned, you're number 1.
And a lot of times, in that situation, you don't want to be number 1.
That's true. Speaking of the Royal 4 Battle Royal, here's the rules. 20 wrestlers get a chance to earn a shot at the Combat Sports Pro Championship. In this unique Battle Royal, 4 men start. A new wrestler enters every 90 seconds with over-the-top rope eliminations. When it's down to 4 wrestlers, it then becomes a pin, submission, or over-the-top rope elimination. And the last wrestler left gets a future championship shot. Then we have some names that have been announced. We only have a few left that have not been, probably not going to be announced.
No, probably you'll have to wait till the show to see who these people are.
Ryan Ocean, Nathan Beast, the sleazy one.
You got to watch him. I think he may be one of the last 4.
He may be Mr. Sleaze. Jackson James, Lucha Lacora, the professionals Zane Stevens and Justin Overstreet, Scotty Rays, Darius Kane, Airman Banks, Stevie Armstrong, which if I was Stevie, I'd watch out for the professionals in that match.
Unless his daddy may be part of it.
There you go. Ethan Case, El Fuego, Cameron Cade, Damian LeVay, Brian Cage.
Don't forget Brian. Because Brian, you got to watch Brian too, because he could be a top star.
I'm thinking we're probably got about 4 more people.
Yes.
And then we have Tessa Blanchard, who I believe, if my information is correct, will be taking on Vision.
That should be a very tough match for
Tessa. Tough match for Tessa, yes. And then DJ Pringle taking on, and that's easy for me to fight.
Who's DJ Brick?
I don't know who he is.
It's not DJ Brick.
No, it's DJ Pringle taking on Eon Flex in a special stipulation match that we don't know the stipulation of yet. Find out. You gotta be there to find out.
I'm thinking probably hardcore.
Some kind of hardcore style.
I can see these two going at it hardcore style.
Yes. They could go all around the arena. The Milton Community
And
Center.
a big six-man action, folks.
That's what we're there for.
Don't miss it. Six-man action. The professionals and their manager,
Dandy Jack.
Dandy Jack, taking on
the Armstrong
the
dynasty.
Armstrong dynasty.
We're pulling for the professionals.
Steve Armstrong, his son Stevie Armstrong, and the monarch of the family,
Yes.
Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Exactly. But you know what? We want you to participate in this voting. Go vote for the Percy Pringle III Memorial Finals for the Indy Hot Seat Match of the Year.
Yes, it's pretty close. I've looked at the
Yes, it's in the top 2 is what I was looking
the
at.
bracket.
Yes,
That's pretty good.
So you need to go check that out. Go to combatsportpro.com. They probably have it on there. Plus the Combat Sport Pro Facebook page. You can find out about Indy Hot Seat on there. Indy Hot Seat is also probably on the Facebook
Yes.
as well.
Now,
Check
you know,
it
we
out.
talked about Jackson James.
Yes, he's in the
being
Royal
in the Royal Four. Well, that man gets around.
Yes, he's
He
everywhere.
is going to be on.
I saw him in Birmingham at the SmackDown
He gets
tapings.
around. He's
everywhere.
going to be on the season, one of the shows. I don't know if it'll be the first show, but one of the shows during the next season of Steve Austin's Broken Skull Ranch.
Well, the way he put it on
Challenge.
Facebook was check him out on when the season
Is he
debuts,
gonna,
January the 4th.
That's good. Maybe he's going to be on the first one, though.
He may be on the first one, so check him out because it said check me out on January the 4th. So on CMT, go look up on your local stations, find CMT Broken Skull Challenge. It's a great show.
Oh,
I've
yes.
enjoyed it. Go see if he can beat
Also,
the
has,
challenge.
he's got that one. He's got the Broken Skull Challenge, and he's got Redneck Island.
He does. And in the
So-
podcast, I mean, he's
No,
everywhere.
he is
And
everywhere.
the movies, it's crazy. Also, we want to talk about Pro Wrestling Syndicate. It should probably be up in this corner. Combat Sport Pros up in the corner.com, and now ProWrestlingSyndicate.com.
It's going to be over here.
Maybe over there, maybe over there. You never know.
You could have the wishing come in and it'd be over your face.
That's
Red.
true. That's true. ProWrestlingSyndicate.com. Check it out. Pro Wrestling Syndicate Fightmare Before Christmas on 12/20. Like Nightmare. Will feature a main event of AJ Styles taking on RVD.
Wow.
That's going to be all up in the air. They're going to get some major flight miles on that one.
Unless with him being back at the Slammies, RVD is now pulled from everything, so it may not be
I don't
AJ
think
Styles
it will
versus RVD.
Other names confirmed for the event include Kevin Nash, Hurricane Helms,
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Colt Cabana, who shook my hand by the way, Tully Blanchard,
The
not
daddy
Tessa,
of Tessa.
not Tessa but Tully, Ricochet, Gangrel,
Wow.
and more. Also, RF Video.
Now that'll be up here. That'll be up there above your head. That will be.
RFvideo.com. You need to
Choking
go.
up,
Oh
I'm
my
choking up
gosh.
right.
All over RFvideo.com. He's choking up right now. You need to check out the RFvideo.com. They have got a huge thing. I don't know if you've heard about this.
.com.
.com. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's huge.
What is it?
Okay. I believe it's going to be during the Royal Rumble weekend. They're going to have an Attitude Era, a Monday Night War debate.
Wow, that is neat.
And you want to know who's involved in this debate?
Who's involved?
The guy you watched his 5-hour DVD, Eric Bischoff, in a debate against Bruce Pritchard.
Wow.
All about the Monday Night Wars. That is something you need to go check out. It's going to be at the same town as the Royal Rumble.
But you're not going to tell them who the extra person is?
I've heard, I didn't see it confirmed, but I heard the expression was Jericho.
Well, with the writing on the wall, it looks like Jericho. You put Eric Bischoff and Jericho in the same room?
And then you have Bruce Pritchard.
That's going to be a war.
It's going to be insane. Check it out, rfvideo.com, for all the latest details. Get your tickets because I know they're going fast. If you live in the area that the Royal Rumble, which I cannot remember where it's going to be at. If you live in the area for the Royal Rumble, go check that out because that debate's going to be huge.
I mean, Bruce Pritchard and Erickson was money right there.
Right.
But if it's Jericho, you throw in Chris Jericho?
He should be the mediator. That would be insane, wouldn't it?
That would be insane because I don't think he likes Bischoff.
But I'm telling you, that's going to be so much fun. I mean, and they're not going to have cameras there. No cameras. They're not going to put this online. They're not going to do an IPPV of it. Nowhere. The only way you can hear about this debate and you can know about this is to be at
in person.
Exactly. You have to be there. So if you live in the area or if you're willing to travel, go check it out, see how much the tickets are, and get to the event because this is a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Most definitely.
This is huge. And I mean, Eric Bischoff doesn't do a lot of these wrestling things anymore. And for him to debate and talk about WCW while Bruce Pritchard talks about WWE, it's going to be big.
It is going to be big.
I'm very excited about it. And I mean, I have a close connection with Mr. RF Video himself, so I am going to try to find out all the details. I'm going to try to find out how well the event goes after it happens.
Yes, twist some arms.
That's right.
Well, folks, that's it for part one of our indie news. Next week, on our big year ender, we will give you what happened at Royal 4.
Yes, since now that we know, we can give the results. After it happens, we can come back and give you all the details.
So not only will we give details, but we're going to have one hell of a time on our big year ender, our big Christmas special. So you come back for part 2 as we talk about what happened this past week in wrestling. And I'm telling you this right now, if you did not watch NXT TakeOver Our Evolution, get your ass to WWE.com and the network
for only $9.99
and watch it.
You got to watch it. Plus,
because it makes you feel like a true fan. You will mark out from your living room.
You will go all out with your mark out, and guess what? We're also going to be talking about whose career ended and whose career has a new chapter. So this is going to be a good part 2, so you need to come back.
We'll see you shortly for part 2 of Top Rope Reality right here on the YouTube.